start seated. Sit up nice and tall. We'll do a few moves here for our warm up. So relax your arms down by your side and take one arm up. The arm that's reaching, lift your shoulders so you feel a little side stretch, and then look up towards your hand. All right, let's switch sides. Other arm up, reach up nice and high, and then look up towards your hand. And bring it down. Now let's go to a side bend. So we're going to curve our arm up and over, line up your arm with your ear, and then slowly take it over to the other side. So Pilates for Athletes will work on core strength, which helps with all sports performance and also helps to prevent injuries. We'll work on total body strength, flexibility, and mobility. All right, let's do two more. Big inhale as you reach up, exhale over, one more, and back to the center. Now from here, stretch your legs out. Use your arms for support. Try to get your legs straight and sit up tall. If it's not comfortable, bend your knees a little bit. We're just gonna flex and point our feet. Movement in the lower leg, very important, especially for those sports where you change directions quickly. Pickleball, tennis, we wanna make sure we're nice and flexible in our feet, ankle, lower leg. Two more and one more. Now keep your feet pointed. Take a deep breath in, reach up, exhale, hinge forward. We're gonna come back up and inhale, exhale, lower our arms, pulling our abdominals in. Breathe in nice and deep, repeat. Exhale over, inhale, lengthen back up, exhale, lower your arms. One more time, breathe in, exhale, hinge at your hips, inhale, lengthen towards the ceiling, exhale, lower. Okay, from here, take one leg, bend it over. We do a little active stretching at the beginning of class. At the end of class, we'll hold our stretches a lot longer. So rotate, hold it for a few seconds, and then switch. Cross the other leg over, sit up really tall, hug your knee in towards your body, and relax. Stretch your legs out again, point your toes up towards the ceiling. See if you can reach for your toes. If you can't reach toes, that's okay. Hold the back of your legs and try to move at your hip, not folding in the lower back. Okay, come back up. Let's go into a mermaid stretch. This can be challenging to sit here. If you feel like you're here, if you own a yoga block, you can sit on that block, or just change up the position of your legs a little bit so you can sit tall. Now from here, we're gonna reach one arm up and over, back to that lateral flexion, switch sides. Two more, deep breath in. Let's think about the breathing now. Exhale over. Try to inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Now, sitting up tall, let's roll our shoulders back 4 times, and then we'll switch legs. And one more. Okay, legs in front, over to the other side, sitting up tall, and when you're ready, during those abs, lift up and over. Concentrating on the breathing. Inhale, reach, exhale, over. Last one, and over. Okay, bring your legs out in front. Hands behind, but this time point your fingers back. Place them on the mat. Slide your glutes forward, and we're just gonna slowly lower our legs to one side, lift, lower to the other side. And 2 more, and 1 more. You'll feel the stretch in your arms and shoulders, maybe a little in the muscles around the spine. Now take your feet, press into the floor, and scoot back. Bottom of your feet together, lengthen through your spine. Come up and over your legs. When you feel like you've gone low enough, where you feel that stretch, just come back up. 3 more. Inhale, over your legs. Exhale, hanging onto your feet. Feel free to pull your body a little deeper into the stretch. And 1 more. And up. Okay, take your legs out in front, hip distance apart. If you feel that it's all here, you can always turn your legs out. Reach your arms forward, really lengthen through your spine. As you're lengthening, pulling those abs in and up, try to drop your shoulders down. Connecting this muscle here, nice strong contraction. Now, legs can be parallel or a little turned out. Lean back, curve your spine. Reach up, reaching forward with your arms without pulling your shoulders forward. Keep that lat connection. That's an important position or move or contraction to get comfortable with, especially with sports. Golf swing, swimming, running, we all need those strong lats, strong glutes, posterior muscles. So we'll do quite a few exercises today, working the posterior chain. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, lean back. Now you'll notice as you lean back and curve your spine, you're tucking the tailbone, posterior tilts. Now let's lean back and hold it there. We're gonna stable body, we're gonna move our arms to one side, lift them, circle around, back to the center, same thing. Reach, lift, circle around, and center. 2 more. Inhale, stay back in that C curve position. Exhale, 1 more. Inhale, and exhale. Sit up tall, hold your hamstrings, give your body a little break, dropping your shoulders down. Let's go the other way. Curve, stable body, arms over to one side, lift them up, cross in front. Inhale, lift, exhale, cross, pulling your abs in. Inhale, exhale, 1 more. So we're turning the rib cage, a little rotation. Hold it, sit up tall, hold your hamstrings. All right, lean back again. Scoop the lower abs, reach forward, and let's do little pulses. Up and up. Each time you come forward, pull the abs back. And 8, 7, tuck the tailbone, curve in your spine. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Come all the way up. We're gonna do one more exercise here. Resting all your muscles by stacking your spine. So you're in nice alignment, and it helps to give all the muscles around a nice break. Okay, and we'll work on alignment as well in Pilates, which will help with all sports. Okay, lean back again, curve your spine. You got it. Reach forward. Now take your arms up. Try not to change the position of your body, and then forward. A little more challenging as your arms go up. Good, and forward. Let's take an inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Come forward last time. Hold on to your legs. Stack your spine. Remember, you can turn your knees out if that's a little more comfortable. Good. And now let's take it down onto our side. Today we're going to start pulling our elbow in nice and close in this side position. If you feel like you're curved, lift your side body up. It helps to work those obliques and side body muscles. Now with your legs bent in a comfortable position, we're going to lift the top leg. Good. We're going to swing this leg forward and back behind our body with control. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit. When you're in that back position, keep your leg bent, open up the hip, and try not to turn your leg out. Keep it parallel, hips stacked. So swing forward and back. If you have tightness in your hips, this might feel really nice. It's like a little active stretch, but you'll also feel the outer thigh and glute working. Remember to keep your side body lifted. Now, if you're uncomfortable on your forearm, you can always go all the way down onto the mat in this position and stretch your arm out. It's up to you. Try both ways. Find that ideal position to continue with this exercise. So leg forward. Now let's do it really slow. So as you bring your leg forward, glutes reach in the opposite direction so we can stabilize the spine and not round when our leg comes forward. So lots of length here. And then we extend, really working the glutes without arching or leaning forward and rotating. Good. Bring your knee forward again. So we're closing the hip, length from the back of your knee to your glute, and then swing your leg back. Contract the glute really strong. Hamstring glute really contracted strong here. Abs engaged. And let's do 4 more. Swing it forward and back. You got it. Forward and back. 2 more. Forward and back. And 1 more. Okay, bring your leg over the top leg, lower down. Now from here, connect your feet. So maybe move your feet away from you a little bit. We're gonna lift the top leg, laterally rotate. Good, stable body. Let's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. 8. And 6, keeping your feet connected. And 4, and 3, and 2. Hold it up and lower really slow. Good. Push off this arm, come up to a seated position and bring your legs in front in the cross position. We're gonna switch sides, but let's do a little exercise before we switch. Sitting up tall, looking straight ahead, think about alignment, little curve, little curve. Now, arms are down. As you raise your arms out, sink your shoulders down. Good. Now hold it here in circles, slow, controlled movements. This mindful exercise, we're always thinking about the position we're in. It helps with sports, that mind-body connection. Let's go the other way. Reach and reach. Keep your arms nice and straight. Strengthen the back of your arms by keeping them straight as we circle. Let's go the other way, sitting up tall. But if you're uncomfortable, stretch a leg out or go to a kneeling position, sit in a chair or stand. Just keep your arms moving. Let's go the other way. We'll do quite a few so you really feel this. Keep breathing. Good. And switch. So we're trying to work our arms and shoulders, and we're trying to keep that lat connection. Strong posterior muscles. And switch again. We're almost done. Hang in there. As tall as you can sit. Crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. Okay, last time, let's switch. 8, 7, 6, and 5. Almost done. 4, 3, 2. Now hold your arms up shoulder height. Nice length in your spine. If you feel it in your neck, see if you can slide your shoulder blades down your back. At the same time, you're pulling your abs in and up, and now float your arms down. Shake them out. Let's switch sides. So go down onto your arm or all the way down onto the mat. If you're in a side bend, lift, relax here, legs are bent, and now lift the top leg. Good. You can place your hand on your waist or on the mat in front. Swing your leg forward. Remember, closing the hip, but the glutes reach in the opposite way. And then we bring it back, contract the glute, or move forward again. So I have room here. Hopefully this feels good. The stronger you contract here and here, a little break here and here. Knee comes forward and back and forward and back. Keeping your body well balanced so all the muscles are nice and strong. No misalignments will help with sports performance. And that's what we work on Pilates. A lot of core strength, a lot of alignment, strengthening the muscles around our spine, which is so important. And forward and back. We'll work on balance as well, which helps with everyday movement and sports. 4 more, then we'll go nice and slow. 3, good, and 2, you got it. Okay, hold it forward, excuse me, hold it in this position, closed hip, knee forward, glute back. Now slowly bring it back and start to contract the glute and hamstring stronger. So curling your heel towards your glute, but we're not moving in our back. Stability, working on stability always in Pilates. And the knee comes forward nice and slow. You got it. Send that leg back. Really contract the glute and hamstring. Okay, let's pick up the pace again. Forward and back. You got it. Forward and back. Forward and back. 6 more. Good. You can inhale as your leg comes forward. Exhale as you go back behind your body. It's up to you. Any breathing pattern as long as you're breathing. Okay, last one. Hold it in the back position for a moment. Again, contract the glutes and the hamstring. Perfect. And then bring it back over your bottom leg, lower down, feet connected. Laterally rotate the top leg without sinking here. So knee up and down. Now you might start to feel it in your arm, shoulder, lats, which is great. Getting a little upper body workout as well. 8 more. Up and 7 and 6, 5. Strengthening those external rotations whenever you change direction quickly in sports. You're turning your leg out. 2 more and 1. All right. From here, push off the mat. Swing your legs around. We're going to bring the bottom of our feet together, sitting up nice and tall again. Lengthen through your back. Come up and over your feet. This time, let's hold it a little longer. Take a couple of deep breaths in this position. 1 more inhale, and on your next exhale, come up tall. Let's internally rotate our legs. Feet flat, move them a little wider. So we're gonna lean back, supporting our body. You can curve your spine, you don't have to stay neutral. And drop 1 knee in and then switch. It's okay if your hips move a little bit, but try to internally rotate your leg. Good, and 4, and 3. You got it. 2 more, and 1. Okay, next exercise. Let's go on to our knees, hands and knees in the center of your mat. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and try to lengthen your spine, getting to that neutral position. Toes on the mat and lift your knees. Nice stretch for your feet and calves. Hang out here for about 8 seconds longer. 4, and lower your knees down. Okay, relax your toes, sit back, interlace your fingers. We're gonna do a downward dog stretch on 1 leg. Let's take it back into position. Stretch your legs out to a strong plank. Now lift 1 leg and cross it over the bottom leg. From here, we're gonna go into a downward dog stretch on that 1 leg. Now, here's the tricky part. When we come back, we're gonna rotate and lower our hip, turning to the side. So I'm turning to the side of my bottom leg and then come back up. Hips go towards the ceiling. Remember, one leg's crossed over the other, and then we lower and rotate. Good. So if your right leg's on the mat, right foot's on the mat, as you lower your body, you drop your right hip. Let's do one more. Hips up, head goes between your arms, come forward, lower your right hip, and then center, lower your knees down. Okay, from here, sit back in a child pose stretch and try flipping your palms up towards the ceiling. See how that feels. You might get a nice stretch in the forearm, rotating your palms up. Now we're gonna switch legs for that downward dog. If you're not comfortable with one leg at a time, keep both feet on the mat. Flip your palms back down and come up onto your hands and knees. Okay, position your hands under your shoulders. Send your legs straight out. Lower your glutes. Good. Okay, take the other leg and cross it over. Rest it on the bottom leg. You'll get quite the stretch in your calf, Achilles area. Again, great for sports. Hips up. Come forward and rotate, dropping your hip, looking to the side. Again, hips up, pulling those abs. Stretch your arms out nice and straight. Lower your hip to the side. Two more. Hips towards the ceiling, straight leg, the leg that's on the mat, and one more. Hip up, take it down, turn, and now square off your hips, drop your knee down, and sit back in a child pose stretch. So in this stretch, stay right here, fingers on the mat. Lift the palm of your hands up so you're stretching your palms, fingers, and wrist. Hold it there. And now lower the palm of your hands down. Sit back on your heels and slowly do a Pilates roll up in a kneeling position. Once you're up tall, just lift and drop your shoulders, looking straight ahead. Think about alignment. Excuse me. So your head's right over the rib cage over their hips. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, from here, back to a plank, but both feet stay on the mat now. Just hold it here. Strong core muscles. Alignment, important. Make sure your head's not lower than the rest of your body. Keep it up. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop one knee and lift the other leg up. And let's just start to kick. Work in the glutes. We'll spend a few minutes working just the posterior muscles. If you do a lot of sitting throughout the day, those posterior muscles can get weak, they can get tight. So we want to keep them nice and healthy and strong, which will help improve sports performance. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Just hold it steady right there. Good. Just keep reaching. If you're turning out your hip, keep it facing the mat. 4 more seconds. Now drop that foot in a flex position. We're going to lift the bent knee to our chest and round our back. Hold it. Breathe. And lower down. Okay, let's switch legs. Other leg, send it straight out and start to kick and kick. Strong kick, steady body. Kick, kick, kick. Keep going. Looking straight down. A little bit longer. All right, 8 more. This is 8, 7, nice straight knee. And 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Reach your leg straight back. Draw in those abs. Take your foot to the mat, flex your foot, lift your bottom knee up. Hold this strong position, round your back. Stay right here and lower down. Okay, both knees together. Sit back on your heels, reach forward and just slowly circle your hands around. Nice little stretch. Okay, from here, let's take out onto our hands and knees one more time. Stretch your legs out, but a little bit apart. So from here, we're gonna lift our hips up, shift our weight back and take your one hand and reach for the opposite leg. Come back to a plank and switch. Other hand reaches, tap your leg. Come forward. Now, if you're not comfortable with this exercise, you can stay in the plank. You can even drop down to your forearms. You can lower your knees in that plank position if you're not getting comfortable with the knees up. 4 more. And 3, opposite hand to leg. And 2, almost done. And 1. Okay, from here, we're gonna take our body all the way to the mat. You can angle your fingers in push-up position, it's up to you. You can lower your knees, this would be the modification. Deep breath in, on the exhale, take it all the way down. Okay, arms 90 degrees, legs just hip distance apart, not wider. Lift your upper body, lift your legs, lower down. Or lift your upper body, lift one leg, lower down. Keep going. If you're lifting one leg, alternate. Exhale as you lift. Arms are bent, elbows reaching wide. No tension in your neck. Keep those lats connected. Remember, a little more challenging, both legs lift. Keep them straight. Now hold it up and lengthen your arms 8 times, keeping your upper body and legs lifted a little bit. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with your arms out, we're going to do tiny pulses. Now you should really start to feel this in the glutes, the muscles around the spine, especially the lower spine, but don't lift high. It gets really uncomfortable. Stay low, hovering over the mat. And lift and lower. 8, 7, almost done. 6, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up. Strong contraction in the abs. Using your abs as a little platform for your spine. Hold it and lower down. Okay, hands in close. Push off the mat. Come onto your hands and knees for cat-cow stretch. Keeping your spine moving in this class is good. Round your back. Go through neutral and extend your back. In extension, get comfortable with still pulling those abs in. And again, round, tuck the tailbone, and extend. One more. Exhale. Inhale. Now find neutral where you're looking down. Length from your head to your glutes. Hold it for a few seconds. All right, and now let's take it back onto our hip bone. We're going to start really working the abs. So take it down to your forearm again. Stretch your legs out so they're straight. We're going to roll back onto our glute and reach our arm. Now this exercise, we're pulling the abs in, trying to keep our body stable. We're going to lift our legs in a bent position to try out this exercise. If you're comfortable with it, you want it more intense, lift your legs straight up. Keeping your arm reaching, so either bend or straight. 4 more, then we're going to add on to this. And 3. And 2, and 1. Now placing your legs down, come back to your hip, keep your lower body the same and rotate a little towards the mat. Just a little rotation. Come back again as you roll onto your muscle, the glute off your hip. We get it back into the position, and again, knees in or legs straight. We'll do 8, 6, and 5. I'm going to do it bent legs, so it's up to you. Try it both ways. 2 more. 1 more. Slowly place your legs down. Keep your legs stacked and rotate your upper body looking down towards your mat. Okay, 1 more time. Roll it back. Scoop those abs. Reach, and 8. Keep going. 7. Another modification. The bottom leg can stay down for support on the mat. 4 more. Exhale when you pull in. Inhale out. All right, both legs down. Stack your hips, rotate your upper body back to the center, and now let's switch sides. So I'm going to swing my legs over to the other side, getting into a nice straight line on my mat, drawing those abs, stack your hips. We're on our hip bone here, but we're going to change that. We roll back onto the glute, which usually is a little more comfortable. Scoop the abs, reach, and when you're ready, pull your knees in. Your back stays really stable, or a little more challenging. Legs up, very hard to do. Control on the way down. 6 more, and 5. Keep those lats connected so you don't tense up in the neck when it gets challenging. 3 more, 2 more. Last one, lower all the way to the mat. Stack your hips, rotate your upper body, looking towards the mat. Keep your legs reaching. Look straight ahead, roll back onto the muscle and repeat. 8. Good. 7. We'll do this 3 times. And 5. 4 more. Exhale. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, ready? Roll onto your hip. Turn your upper body. Look towards the mat, but keep your hips stacked. and then roll back. Last time through, either knees bent or legs straight, or you can alternate. 6 and 5, keep going. 3, only 2 more. And 1, with control, lower to your mat, stack your body, and then rotate your upper body. Hold it, and look straight ahead. Okay, let's come up to a seated position, legs out in front. Let's do saw. Rotation, very good for overall movement and especially sports. Sitting up tall, legs are a little wider than your body. Stretch your arms out. Bend your knees if you're a little more comfortable with your knees bent. Keep your hips stable. Turn to one side. In rotation, we're gonna flex our spine and reach for the opposite foot. Back arm reaches back and you look for your back arm. Come back up in rotation and then center. Other way, inhale, rotate. Exhale, pinky finger to pinky toe. Inhale, come back up, stay in rotation. Exhale, center. Other way, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Don't move your hips, inhale. Now let's keep going, nice fluid move. Okay, right into the other side, don't stop. Rotate, reach, up, right into the other side. Turn, reach, up. Okay, just 2 more. Rotate, reach, up. Last one, and turn, reach, and up, and center. Float your arms down. Cross your legs. Let's do a rotation, stretch, and flexion. One hand down, lengthen the other arm without lifting your shoulder. Take that arm, wrap it under the opposite knee, and lower your forehead, keeping your glutes on the mat. Hang out here and take the deepest breath in you can possibly take. And your next inhale, sit up tall, switch sides, reach without lifting your shoulder, wrap it around the opposite knee, hold it, hug that knee, deep breath in. And inhale, sit up tall. Okay, let's go to a kneeling position. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Take your toes to the mat and lift your knees up. We're gonna end up in a standing position in just a second. Hold it here. Now walk your hands back and lower your glutes, lifting your heels. We're gonna straighten our legs 4 times. If you don't like going upside down, just stay here. So we lengthen, come back down. 3 more, drop your heels as you lengthen, lower your head, come back down. 2 more. 1 more. Hold it and round your spine up until you get to a nice, tall, standing position. Place your hands on your lower back. Let's extend our back, looking up. Usually people feel like this, nice little stretch, open up that front body, and then take it to a tall position. Okay, so we'll work on some strength moves and balance. Stand tall, try to get your knees and toes pointing straight ahead. Hinge at your hips and reach your fingers straight back. Now get as low as you can where you can maintain a neutral spine. You don't end up rounding your spine to get lower. Then come back up. You'll notice a big difference if you go down flat back. You'll feel those muscles working here, stretching and then pulling you back up. And again, inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, good. Inhale, hinge forward. And exhale. Okay, bringing your feet together. Hands on your waist. Let's go up onto our toes and balance. Stay right here. So legs are together, we're looking straight ahead, making it look easy with our upper body by relaxing our shoulders and neck. Lower your heels. Let's step forward. We're gonna go into a big lunge, keeping that back leg lengthened, and then we're gonna reach our arms up, working on our balance here. Just raise your arms up by your ears. The back foot, you're on the ball of your foot, reaching your heel back, but you don't have to touch the mat with your heel. Stay here. Now we're gonna bring our arms down to the mat and rotate towards the bent leg. Lower your hips, hold it, good, you got it. Okay, bring your arm back down, come back up. This is the challenging part. Arms by your ears, balance again. Now get ready to step forward with the back foot into a squat. Hold, good. If your knees are forward, sit back a little more, getting comfortable with that hinge. Okay, other leg steps back. As you step back, raise your arms up by your ears. Ball of your foot on the mat. Keep your back leg straight, drawing those abs. Feel that stretch in the back leg. Take your arms down. Rotate towards the front leg and lower your hips, so you might have to move your foot back towards the bottom of your mat. Hang out here for a little longer. Okay, bring your arm down, come back up carefully. Use your posterior muscles to lift your body up. Stay right here. Draw in those abs. Step forward into a squat, hold, and then come up tall. Stand up nice and long body, contracting the glutes without pushing your hips forward. Let's go into 8 squats. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, it's gonna get a little harder. Legs close together. We're gonna step back and raise our arms up by our ears. Keep the front leg bent. Now we're gonna pull our knee in, but your front leg stays straight without rounding your spine. Stay long, and then stretch it out. Stretch out a little faster. And 8, feel that standing leg working. And 6, and 5, and 3, and 2, and 1. Stretch it out from your fingers to your foot, nice and long. Feel the front leg working, and step forward, give that leg a little break. Okay, let's switch sides. So we step back, lengthen your arms by your ears. Now when you pull your knee in, we're trying really hard to stay neutral. So the standing leg, the glutes work. If you tuck the tailbone, the glutes won't work as hard. Keep your spine long, and then stretch. Pull it in. Try to keep your arms straight. Don't swing them. Keep them controlled. 8. Exhale. So we're pulling our abs in on the exhale, but we're not rounding our spine. 3 more. 2, and 1. Stretch it out. Finish in that deep lunge. Hold it. Step in. Shake out your leg. Balance challenge again. Legs together, hands on your waist. Come up onto your toes. Stand really tall. Lift your heels nice and high. Keep your knees straight. So if you feel like you're bending your knees, contract those legs a little stronger, the quadriceps, and lower down. Okay, from here, we're gonna do another balance challenge. Stand on one leg, lift the other leg a little bit. Now we're gonna reach back with that leg and bend the front leg. Opposite arm reaches forward, like you're about to pick something up off the floor. And then come back up, bringing your foot to your calf. Okay, let's try that again. So we reach back, try not to touch the mat, very challenging. Opposite arm reaches forward towards the front leg, and then come up, foot comes to your calf. 2 more, you're really gonna feel it in the standing leg. Bend the front leg, it's like a one-legged squat. Come up, foot comes to your calf. Feel free to hold a wall if you need it, or a chair. 1 more. Come forward, one-legged squat. Lengthen the back leg, foot to your calf. Lower down and relax that standing leg. Okay, ready to switch. Hips even, shoulders even. Lift the other leg so your foot's on your calf. So the inside, that curve is right up against the calf. Now reach back, bend the front leg, opposite arm reaches down like you're gonna pick something heavy up, and then use those posterior muscles to pull you back up. Foot to calf. Good, and again. Reach down, lengthen the back leg, helps to balance as you reach with that back leg, and come up. Stand tall. Keep going, let's do it again. Bend, feel free to go as low as you like. Come up slow and steady, foot to your calf. All right, how about 1 more? Take your time, work this side just as hard as the other side. Reach, 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 come up slow. Stand tall here, hold it for a few seconds, and then relax. Shake out your legs. Okay, let's take it to the back of our mat, a little more strength move, standing, and then we'll go back down onto our mat. So reach your arms up, dive forward, walk your hands out to a push-up position. So as you walk out, go a little wider, angle your fingers in. 4 push-ups. Modification, knees down. Bend, straighten. 3, straighten. 2, and 1. Okay, walk your hands back to your feet, and then lower your head and take your time, round it up. Let's repeat. Inhale, exhale, dive forward. Inhale, walk wider with your hands, angle your fingers in 4 push-ups. 3, 2, and 1. Hands go back to your feet, lower your head, round it up. Okay, just 1 more. Stand tall. Dive forward. Walk your hands out. 4 push-ups, knees down if you prefer. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Okay, let's hold it in the push-up position. Stay right here. Hold in, and now walk your hands back. All right, let's go to a seated position. We're gonna take it all the way down onto our mat. Stretch your legs out, reach forward. Let's do a Pilates roll down onto our mat. Tuck the tailbone, shoulders down, roll it down. Once you're down, reach your arms up, bend your legs in. Now, once your legs are bent, press your lower back into the mat. Lift your legs, keep your lower back on the mat. Lengthen your left leg, right arm. Come back up. Switch, right leg, left arm, and back up. So for the next few minutes, we'll work those core muscles, strong core, strong body. And then we'll stretch at the end, strong body, but we want it to move well, nice and flexible. And reach. So you'll notice as your arm and leg lower, you really have to pull those abs in stronger to keep your lower back on the mat. And 4 more. And 3. And 2. Okay, it's gonna get a little harder now. Arms up. Hold your legs in a tabletop. Curl it up. Reach your arms. Stay right here. Now from here, we're gonna go into a reverse curl, very challenging. So I'm gonna pull the abs in to lift your hips. Exhale, keep your shoulders lifted. If it's a little too much for you today, drop your head and shoulders back and continue with the reverse curls. If you're feeling it all in your quads and hips, turn your knees out. You can also lower your heels towards your glute to give your quads a little break. So this would be the hardest position, most challenging, is curled up, reverse curl. 6. Keep reaching. Keep going. 2 more, 2 more. And 1 more. Now, we're gonna slowly lower everything to the mat. Legs a little bit apart, hands support your head. Curl your body up, look over your knees. Now you can bring your lower back into the mat, or you can stay in a neutral position where you would be able to balance a glass of water on the lower abs. Make sure your arms and neck and shoulders are comfortable. Let's do some pulses up. Now, if you feel like you always feel crunches in your lower back, if you have one of those fitness squishy balls, you place it between your knees and you squeeze the ball, and it helps to get your abdominal muscles working rather than feeling it all in your back. Keep going and lift, keep going. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Now slowly roll down and drop your elbows, look straight up. Lift your legs, bring your arms to your side. We're gonna do reverse curls one more time, but we're gonna lift, place our hips to one side of the mat. So we're in a little curve or a rotation here. And then we lift over to the other side. So we lift, drop our hip to one side of the mat, lift, hip to the other side. Lift, drop down, lift, rotate. All right, 4 more. Up. And 3, good athletes, 2, and 1. Now take it to the center, line up your spine in neutral, curl it up, single leg stretch, lengthen one leg bent. Now you can always place your head and shoulders back, or you can drop one foot. This would be the modification. With this type of exercise, you can still really exhale and draw those abs in and get a great workout. But if you're doing okay, stay in this position. 8, 7, shoulders up, and 4, and 3, and 2. Both legs to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, lower everything down. Legs hip distance apart, hands behind your head, curl it up in crunches. Keep going, another minute of abs, and then we'll stretch. Lift, slide the front of your rib cage towards your hips. 8 more, 8, 7, and 2, hold it up, keep breathing, hold it right here. And lower down. Okay, arms to your side. Stretch your legs up. This time, hold your hamstrings. Walk your hands up your legs. Let's go into scissors to finish here. Pulse the top leg and drop the bottom leg. So we go 1, 2, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. Exhale, exhale, switch. 4 more. 3. both legs up. Inhale, exhale, slowly melting your spine back into the mat. Lower your feet, keep your legs together. Time to stretch. Stretch your arms out. Keeping your shoulders on the mat, lower your knees to one side. Hold this nice rotation stretch for 20 seconds. Feel free to close your eyes. You can also look the opposite way. 10 seconds. Okay, engage your abs, lift your knees and over to the other side. Keep looking up or the opposite way, keeping your shoulders nice and relaxed. A few seconds longer. Okay, engage those abs and lift your knees. Now pull one knee in, interlace your fingers over your shin. You can stay right here or lengthen the bottom leg, keeping it on the mat. And the more you reach the bottom leg, the better stretch you will get. Hugging the top knee, bottom leg reaching the opposite way. Now we're gonna take the top leg and we're gonna rotate over the bottom leg. You can lift your hip, reach the other arm wide for support. Hold it, be careful on this one, a little more rotation. And then take it back with control. Okay, drop your foot, let's switch. Other knee comes in, lengthen the bottom leg out, reaching for the bottom of your mat. Hold it here. Take the top leg, you can take your opposite hand, guide your leg to the side, the other arm reaches out, keeping it on the floor, hold it. And then control on the way back. Let's do a roll up to come up. So stretch your legs out straight. Arms reach by your ears. We're gonna go to a seated position. Big inhale, arms go up. Exhale, try to peel your spine up off the mat. If you get stuck, kick your leg. Come up and over your legs. Sit up tall, lower your arms down, but take them back behind your body because we're gonna lift our hips up. If you lift your hips even with your upper body and legs, you might feel a little stretch in your arms and shoulders, and then lower down. Okay, from here, I'm gonna turn and face you. Let's bend one leg in, one leg out straight, and try your best to sit up tall. Turn towards a straight leg, and we're gonna reach. Lowering our body, you'll feel that outer thigh and side body stretch right here as you reach. Hold it, or you'll feel the stretch where there might be a little bit of tightness. Come back up. Now we're gonna lift and side bend towards our straight leg. The other arm tucks under, hold it and look straight ahead. Come back up and it's time to switch. Other leg in, sit up as tall as you can, rotate towards your straight leg. Now reach, hinging at your hips, makes a big difference in the stretch. Hang out here for about 10 seconds. Okay, come up, side bend. Up and over. So if your right leg's reaching straight, we lift our left arm up and over. If your left leg's reaching, reach your right arm up and over, and then come up. Okay, from here, cross your legs. Walk your hands forward to a child pose stretch, but with your legs crossed. Lower your head all the way down, so you're curving your neck here. Now just focus on breathing. Take a nice deep breath. 2 more deep breaths. On your next exhale, slowly come up, dragging your hands back to a tall position, shoulders down. Now let's bring the bottom of our feet together. This will be the last stretch. Lengthen through your spine. We're gonna lean up and over our legs, but let's hang out here. 20 seconds. Lowering your knees towards the mat. If your hips are tight, this is a nice stretch for your hips. We're about halfway there. Keep lengthening your spine. Okay, now sit back up tall and find a comfortable position to finish class. All right, so nice tall position. Remember, posture is so important. Let's take a deep breath in, and as you inhale, at the top of this move, extend your back a little, and then exhale, neutral spine. One more time, breathe in deep, and exhale. Thank you, athletes. I hope you have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.